Okay, I'm doing the ball joint removal right here. If you want to see the lower control arm video, check out my lower control arm video. But for right now, this ball joint is cooked. Let's get her out. Okay, there is a locking clip that needs to be removed. Ooh. But the objective here is to spread them and pull this out. Okay, I do recommend removing this cup right here. It'll make it easier when you pull this out. Okay. And I want this cup to come out because it'll make it easier for me. And I think there we go. So that when it's time for this to slide up, it'll kind of slide up here. All right, so you're gonna need yourself a ball joint press. Basically, you're gonna slide it in here like this. Remember, wherever the lock ring goes on at, it usually goes out the other way. So we need to get something like this on here, and I'm gonna basically buzz it up until we press it out. Okay. You need to find an appropriate size cup, and unfortunately I don't have this the best cups in this situation, but this one's a little bit oversized, but that's all right. I do have it jacked up because I'm on the ground. I have the whole steering knuckle jacked up by the tie rod end. We're gonna get this right here, and I'm basically just gonna get it started like that. Okay. You'll know it's going up because you'll see this sleeve down here start to move. You kind of spray it inside too. Good luck. If you have never taken off a ball joint before, nothing easy about it. It is a pain in the ass. It is very hard to do, in my opinion, and impact gun in this situation is critical. It's gonna hurt your back if you gotta turn this by hand. Here we go. Okay, I gotta hold it kind of because on the other side it was actually easier. I'm on the passenger side, which is definitely going to be harder for me because I kind of got to hold this in place over here, whereas on the other side it was already in this direction, so I could just use this. So I know it sounds confusing, but all I'm gonna say is it's easier on the driver's side, it's harder on the passenger side. See if I can get my impact gun right here. All right, here we go. Oh my God. All right, adjust it to my bigger cup. And she's out. Oh my God. Look at that. Kind of flattened it because this cup size, it just fits. And I didn't realize that at first, but she's out. My back. My neck and my back. Can't believe I got her out. If you made it this far, congratulations. Putting it back in is usually easier. Just gonna put tissue in here. And want this clean and as smooth as possible. To do this ball joint again, but just in case, I'm telling you guys, NICs always saves the day. Some copper NICs in there. Remember, you're gonna need this cup adapter. If you buy a good one, they usually come with a new one. If not, you need to reuse this old one. Okay, in a nutshell, it should sit in here. You kind of feel it go halfway in, just like that. I'm gonna get this cup adapter here. Since I already have this cup piece, I'm gonna use that to my advantage. Now, this time you can actually see it working its way down. And going in is usually a lot easier than and you're gonna need this cup. This is basically gonna let the ball joint kind of sit in this cup. So I'm gonna let this down some. And want to line it up like that. And by me kind of using this adapter, it will kind of help me get it on nice and flush like that. And now finally nice and flush. You'll know you have it all the way in. You want it to be seated, fully seated. Get your snap clip right here. There we go. And there we go. And she's fully seated. Oh my God, that wore me out. If you are not an experienced or have relatively solid experience as a, doing this stuff, I really don't recommend you try this. This is no joke. All right, I am very tired. Let us get this on there and stick in. It goes on like this. Kind of want to drop this in. Remember, have this cup adapter here. Slide it in, and actually I gotta move this way forward. Lower this jack. Okay, now I'm back to normal. Good. Cool. And we're just gonna line all this stuff up. Starting here. If you haven't already, clean the threads up. There you go. Alright, it's time to torque everything. I got everything in tight. Starting back here, the torque spec is 93 foot-pounds. I have my jack kind of pushing up against the suspension to have it like weights on the suspension. You're supposed to do that when you're torquing suspension parts. And this gets torqued to 93 foot-pounds. Ooh. This is 62. The rest of this stuff is 62 foot-pounds. 62. And to show you how to tighten this, when the ball joint spins, I still have the knuckle on here. I'm using the press to hold it in really tight, to hold the cup really tight, and 62 foot-pounds. And you'll know that this is spinning because you'll see this moving with it. I have a cotter pin, so no matter what, it will not come out. And get your finger in it, bend it outwards, and bend it outwards, and we're good to go here, you guys. To like 63 foot-pounds, I believe. All right. Play is done. Nice.